I am Janvi Pavar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you people are new over here, then welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about some very confusing English words. Words that are spelled almost similarly, that are pronounced almost similarly, but they have got different meanings. And it gets us very conflicted to just figure out what the meaning of one particular word is. So these are the words we're going to be taking a look at, and let's get started. So the first word we have is affect, and the word that goes with it is effect. Now both of these are different words. Effect has A and effect starts with E. Both of these have different meanings as well. So what is the meaning of affect and effect? Affect is the influence of something. For example, how will this thing or how will your action affect me or affect your family? So basically, how will it influence? But effect means the result of something. So your action affected your family in a negative way. So that means the result of something. Affect is the influence of something. Effect is the result of something. Moving on, the second one we have is lie and lay. Now lie, if we talk about just lie individually, then lie means to basically lie. When you're just speaking false things, that is lie. But in another sense, lie also means to rest, like for one person to rest on a surface. For example, if somebody is lying on the bed, then that person is not laying on the bed, that person is lying on the bed. For example, my mother is lying on the bed to take a nap. My mother lies on the bed to take a nap. My father prefers to lie on the floor instead of lying on the bed. So when you're talking about resting down on a surface, then you use the word lie. Then what is lay? Lay means to rest something, not a person, but to rest something, to put something, to place something on a surface. For example, I lay my books on the table. So when you place something, then you use the word lay. The next word we have is then, and the word that goes with it is another then. Now, one then has an A, another then has an E. Now, the first then, it means, well, it is used when we are comparing things. For example, I think psychology is way better than philosophy. This is not my opinion, this is just an example. So when you're comparing two things, then you use the word then with the THAN. But when you're indicating time, for example, first I studied, then I watched a movie. So I'm indicating time, what I did first, then what I did later. So when you're indicating time, you use the word THEN, then. The next up we have is illusion, and the word that goes with it is illusion. Now, illusion and illusion, most people think is that both of these are the exact same things. They're not. They are actually quite different. Illusion is a reference to something. For example, Fitur movie is an illusion of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. So whenever you're referencing to something, so that means it's the illusion. For example, if I'm writing a research paper and I give a reference to some author, so this statement is an allusion to that author's statement. So a reference to something is an illusion. Illusion means when you create false images in your head that are not true. For example, a mirage. What is a mirage? Whenever we feel like there is some water in the desert, that is a mirage. So that is a fake image, a false image that our mind creates. Something that is not true, but we still visualize it. So that is an illusion. So mirage is a sort of illusion. Next, we have emigrate versus immigrate. Now, emigrate starts with an E and immigrate starts with an I, and there are two M's. Emigrate means to leave your country. For example, if I leave India, that means I emigrated from India. So now emigrated used with the preposition with from. So I emigrated from India. Now if I move to United Kingdom, so I'm very simply going to say I emigrated from India to the United Kingdom. Immigrate means to leave your country and to live in a different country, to live in a country that is not yours. For example, I immigrated. Now this is used with the preposition to. So I immigrated to the United Kingdom from India. So that means to live in a country that is not yours. Next, we have capital versus capital. Now, capital has two meanings. Capital is like the capital city of a country. For example, New Delhi is the capital city of India, and Washington, D.C. is the capital state or capital city of USA. So a capital city. Now, capital also means wealth, money. Nah, he's got a lot of capital. That means a lot of wealth, money. What is capital? Now, capital has an O. Capital is a building. For example, I have parked my car in the basement of the Capitol. So Capitol is a building. Where are you? Oh, just in this legislative Capitol. So legislative building. Next, we have advice with a C and advise with an S. Now, advice is used as a noun. For example, I gave you an advice. She gave me an advice. But advise is used as a verb. For example, I advise you to do this. So when I tell you to do something, so that means I'm advising you with an S. But if I give you an advice, that is with a C. So it's just about noun and a verb. The last one we have for this video is compliment with an E and another compliment with an I. Now, compliment is something, two things that look good together. For example, her green boots complement her green jacket. That means green boots and green jacket, they go well together. So they're complementing each other. For example, his wife compliments him. That means they look good together. So when two things look good together, they go well together, they go hand in hand together, that means they complement each other. And another compliment with an I, that means to say nice things. If I say, you look beautiful, that means I give you a compliment. So these are some confusing words in English, and these are the kind of words that we use in our daily life. Like you can find them in a book, you can find some fluent speaker of English saying them. You can also find them in a research paper or a newspaper, anywhere. So these are some very confusing English words, and I'm gonna see you people in the next video. Till then, stay safe everyone, bye!